So patch notes 1.0.2.5, 5th of March 2026. Changes made to the game. Adjusted the game server launch mechanics to speed up the process of the creation of rooms for matches and getting players into the raid. Now, this is the biggest and best change that's come to the game in a long time. The raids are so quick now. You get in within like a minute and a half to 3 minutes, maybe in between that. It's very, very quick, and it makes falling over on Tarkov a lot more bearable. Whereas before, if you lost, if you fell over in a raid and you had to go back, gear up again, spend 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes plus to get back in, just to die straight away again to a cheater or some you know what I mean? It's just like, it makes it a bit more bearable, and I think it'll make the game more healthy and make people want to PvP more and not care about ratting as much and help new players. That is the biggest change we've been asked for a long time, a long time. So fair play to them for getting onto that. So that has really, really helped the game and made it a lot more healthier in the last few days alone. So hopefully it'll continue to get better. Updated DLSS version. I haven't used DLSS. Don't know if anyone else has an opinion on that, but most of the time when I use these things on Tarkov especially, it causes a bug of some sort, so not my cup of tea. Changed the weapon attachments, adjusted the stats of most weapon attachments, muzzle devices, magazines, grips, and buttstocks. Our goal was to bridge the gap between the most popular high tier attachments and those that are currently rarely used. W, why not? Because the same stuff is used over and over again. Flashlighters, muzzle brakes, similar attachments now reduce recoil more effectively. Suppressors, including their combos with various muzzle brakes, now have a smaller impact on recoil. In exchange, their ergonomic penalty has been reduced. Fair. I kind of like them making changes to these kind of things because I feel like it hasn't changed in a while. And it might get people more interested in trying these things out and PvPing with these, attachments and stuff. So that's good for the game. Magazines, adjusted the bonuses and penalties of all existing magazines into a more consistent system. The impact of high capacity magazines on weapon ergonomics has been reduced. Good. Load, unload, and check speed modifiers have also been significantly adjusted. Hopefully they fix the 60 rounder on the AK, because that has not been fixed. That is as slow as hell, so please fix that one. That'd be great. Stat gap between different pistol grips, front grips, and buttstocks. Late game attachments still slightly outperformed their budget counterparts. Well, you would hope that would be the case. Difference is much smaller than it was before. Well, that's good though. Still, at the same time, it's not, I feel like they're trying to separate the gap between people who get to play casually and people who don't get to play casually, which that is huge. We've been talking about that the last few days, especially that, the XP being so hard to gain in this wipe. It won't matter to streamers, content creators, full-time players, degens, whatever you want to call them. People who play the game a lot for whatever reason will benefit no matter what. Even the XP is low, they'll still play way more and get there eventually, whereas a casual player is going to struggle regardless. So to find a midway point with all these things, and I still think they should fix the XP in my opinion, and make things more available to lower players, and not have the flea level lock system, which is nonsense also. I think they should change all that and make it more enjoyable for the casual player and the serious player, because at the end of the day, gaming is mainly casual, and if we don't keep the casual players engaged and enjoying the game as a whole suffers, because as we know, nearly every game has like 80-90% casual player base. The rest are streamers, content creators, whatever. So yeah, these changes are good. They're little changes, but we need more of these changes, in my opinion. Fix an issue that caused the interface to duplicate when looting rigs, containers, or the inventories of killed players' bots in certain area cases. Okay, don't know about that one. Fix the progress of priest kills getting reset after. Oh, that's I never heard of that one either. That's horrendous. That would make me not want to do it. Fix an issue where Mr. Kerm would not make contact. I've heard of that one. Fix an issue that caused the dialogue with Lightkeeper to freeze. Yeah. Fix an issue that caused the dialogue with Keeper. Yeah. Fix the cause of players receiving a flea market ban. It hasn't happened to me. I haven't heard anyone else getting it, but maybe it has been happening. But fair enough, they're fixing these things. Fix the cause of error 228 occurring when quickly purchasing multiple items. Yeah, that thing. Those errors drive me insane, man. Incorrect sound occlusion behavior. Fix the incorrect sound occlusion behavior in certain areas of the D2 bunker and reserve. Improve the network synchronization of grenade throws and BTR movement. Fix the incorrect damage calculation that resulted in no penalties being applied for the blackout limb. I believe that one. Fix the incorrect experience display on the post-raid statistics screen after completing a raid with the run-through status in certain areas. Fix an issue where some players would spawn into a raid with a weapon in their hands in certain cases. Fix the persistent muzzle flash after firing the GP25 underbarrel grenade launcher. A few of these things are kind of, you can have a look for themselves. I'll put the link in the description, but some of these are a bit skaboosh. Yeah. Fix an issue that caused players to slide on inclined surfaces after jumping in certain areas. That used to drive me crazy. You jump up on a rock and you just slide to the far side. Nonsense. That was so annoying. That's been happening for as long as I've been playing the game. So I'm glad they're getting on that. Long transitioning times, that's been happening. Like even with the hideout, you open the hideout, it takes 30 seconds sometimes to get in. It's a pain. Alright, fair enough. So a few of these end ones are just, you know, problems with the game and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, W changes a lot of the time. I'd like to see more and more fixes. You know, because people get frustrated with this stuff. So I'm really hoping they continue to make these changes and really bridge the gap between the casual player and the diehard, because the game isn't played a lot at the moment. You can tell by the raids you're in. I mean, I don't know if it's just, I've been hearing it from a lot of people, but I feel like raids are fairly quiet now in terms of players. I want a lot of PvP action in my raids, so yeah, hopefully these changes will continue to help the game and make people come back and play the game more. If you did like this type of content, please do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Take care.